Hey guys, what's up? It's Maddie. So today I'm finally doing my part 2 to my stalker video. If you have not seen that first one, you're definitely going to want to check it out because this one sort of serves no purpose to you, I guess. I do just want to thank you guys so much for all the support that I got in that video. I got a lot more views than normal, and also you guys liked it. As of right now, I don't have any dislikes on it, so thank you guys so much for that. And also just I felt like the comments were really great, really sweet, and I don't know. I remember when I posted that video, I was just nervous the type of feedback I was going to get. Now, as I mentioned in my last video, again, if you haven't seen that, I will link it down below. Go watch that before you watch this one. It's going to make a lot more sense. But as I mentioned in my last video, our messaging back and forth, between my stalker, I guess we'll call him, and it was over Facebook Messenger. I kind of realized, I really do think that if I screenshot the messages between us, he will know. So I'm going to find a way to put them on the screen. I'm going to be blurring out any information that I really don't want you guys to see, and that is for his sake, that's for my sake. I don't want this situation to be uncivil if he ever does find these videos, but at the same time, I do want to share the story. So, I'm going to kind of read through the messages. Again, I'll put them on the screen somewhere. Maybe I should move over a little bit. All right, I will put the messages on the screen over here when I have them. And yeah, I'm blurring out any information that I don't want you guys to see. But, okay, let's just start from the very beginning. I'm going to find the interesting messages, but if they're, kind of like introductory kind of thing, setting the scene, I want to kind of read those for you too. All right, so the first message he ever sent me, he said, "Hi." And then he said, "Thanks." And he said thanks how like a 15-year-old would say thanks, but he's like 57 or something. And I believe he said that because I friend requested him on Facebook and he asked me to. He kept asking me to. So when I finally did, he was like, "Thanks." I never replied to that. All right. On July 4th, he said good morning. I said good morning back, but like an hour later. Then he said, "How was your day today?" I said, "Very good. How was work?" So I just want to say, a lot of people are probably like, well, why would you talk to this guy? Like, if he was like your stalker, if you really didn't want anything to do with him. Again, you have to watch my video because, and if you already saw it, I kind of want to reiterate the fact that I partially kind of was afraid of him, and not in a way. It was such a weird situation. Like, it's very hard to explain, and if you didn't know him, you probably wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But I was just I felt like I was just trying to keep him happy because I didn't know if he would snap at any moment, and I was just trying to be nice to him. Also, I kind of sympathized for him. I started out sympathizing for him. I kind of don't anymore because I've seen his true colors. Like, there was one day at work where he asked me to go around the drive-thru, and I was kind of like, yeah, okay. And I didn't go around the drive-thru. And my next shift, he was like so pissed at me. Just anything I would say to him, he would ignore me, and he would like make dirty faces at me. But this was the weirdest part. He would be like so fucking nice to every other person, even the people who were mean to him. He would be like so nice to these people. And to me, he would just be like an asshole. And that's when I was sort of like, oh my God, this guy could probably snap at any minute, you know what I mean? So I was always kind of trying to keep him happy, and you'll notice a lot in these conversations, I was very brief, and I tried to keep it very professional, and, I didn't try to show a lot of emotion, like I would say talking to an actual friend, because I never wanted him to feel like I was more interested than I was. He said, "How was your day today?" I said, "Very good. How was work?" He said, "Slow." Blank is slow. I can't put that in because that's where we worked. Better if they close at 4. Let's see. I'll have the messages up on the screen. I'm not going to read them all. I'm going to try to find the most interesting ones. He would always ask. He'd be like, "Did Maddie eat on time? Did Maddie eat on time? Did you eat on time?" Like to my mom, he would say. He was very concerned with us eating on time. So that's why I was like, "Did you eat on time?" He said, "Thanks, I will. You are so nice." I was fucking nice to him. What is your plan today? That's kind of what I mean. Like, he would never like completely finish sentences. I said, oh, so this was me sort of trying to be like, yeah, I have a boyfriend. Like, can we like not talk like this? Like, you know what I mean? I was like, well, actually, would you like me and my boyfriend to visit you at work? At this point, I wanted my boyfriend to meet this guy because it was just, the whole situation was so obscure and crazy that I kind of wanted my boyfriend to witness it for himself, you know. And I remember when we went and saw this guy, he was like, are you treating Maddie well? Like, are you treating Maddie well? I mean, it was like, sometimes I felt like this guy tried to be like my dad, and other times I felt like this guy tried to be like my boyfriend. Like, it was like the fucking weirdest thing. He said, when? I said, we are on the blank right now, heading towards blank. Oh, you have to come tomorrow too. He would always be like, you have to come see me. Cause tomorrow I will bring pant for him. Oh, okay, so I'm mistaking, I guess. I guess he didn't bring the pants yet. I thought he did. This was so long ago. This was over the summer. I'm like, did he? I guess he didn't bring the pants yet. He said pants, but they were shorts. He said, I will bring pant for him. I thought today you are not coming. Sorry. Tomorrow you can come between 5:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. on drive-thru for a minute. Come to drive-thru. See what I mean, you guys? Like, he wasn't very fluid in English. Good morning, how are you today? Today you can come anytime. He would always, like, my other job, I'd be at my other job, and it would be, like, out of the way, you know, not on my way home or anything like that. It would be, like, I would have to go out of my way to go see him. I wouldn't have to, but he would want me to all the time. He'd be like, come see me. And, like, I always felt really guilty if I didn't. I'm reading this now, and I'm sort of like, what's the big deal? But at the time, the personal relationship between us, I feel like it put me in like a sense of fear. I just felt like my life at this time like revolved around him. He said, okay, you can't come today. See what I mean? He was like getting like a little bitchy about it. He would always be like, why can't you come? You know, I don't know. I told him at this time, I was like, I'm gonna be there in 20 minutes. I had to go out of my way to see him. This was when he had the shorts for my boyfriend, so I was like, fine, I'll go get the fucking shorts. I didn't even want the shorts. Nobody asked for the shorts. Very kind of him, but like, it was just like, I had to go out of the fucking way to get these shorts that I didn't even want. I said, thank you so much for the shorts. They are so nice. I will give them to him. He is very appreciative. He said, thank you. Sorry I couldn't take care of you. He would always be like, wanting to like take care of me. And that's what I sort of mean. Like, sometimes he would be like a father figure. Like, I felt like he was like trying to be a father figure. And this is something I've never really thought about before, but if that's the case, I do kind of feel bad about this. He had 2 daughters, and his daughters lived in his country. I don't even know what his country was. He would always just say my country. And I'm wondering if he missed his daughters so much that he was like kind of trying to treat me like his daughter. If that's the case, I feel really bad now, and I'm an asshole. But I don't know, you guys. I don't know. He said, I have to take care always because you are my best friend. True. I said, you are very nice. He said, you are excellent. You are nice more than me. His English is so messed up, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm like reading like, ugh. That's why I choose you as a best friend in my life. That was really nice. You know, I read these and I'm like, oh, but then I remember like the agony I was put through, and I was like, no, I don't feel bad anymore. Just the personal relationship, I feel like you read these messages and you're like, oh, it's innocent. But then the relationship in real life, it was just like a whole nother story. Okay, so on July 6th, see, this is all happening so quickly. So we started off at July 4th, we're already at July 6th. So he messaged me a lot. He said, good morning at 6:45 a.m. And then at 5:07 p.m. I said, sorry, I am just reading this. I never really use my phone. How was your day? I always fucking use my phone. But I would always be like, sorry, I never use my phone. My mom would always be like, oh, she's reading a book. I'm like, girl, we know I don't read. I don't know if you guys remember that one message that I read. He would always work from like open to close, 5 a.m. to 10 p.m., like every day. That was his every day. He said something about the shorts are fit for him. The shorts, guys, the shorts didn't fit him at all. They did not fit him at all. I actually kind of felt bad because this was when we were on like decent terms, you know? This was like the beginning of like our friendship. It gets like a little, like I get fed up with him. He gets mad at me. I gotta find the shorts to bring him on the channel. He said, drink green tea. I know you don't take care of your health. How does he know that? He's right, but I remember one day I went through the drive-thru and I like didn't have on makeup or anything like that. And he's like, you look sick. I'm like, I know, bro. Like my fucking, he's like, your under eyes, you're purple. And I'm like, yeah, I just wear a lot of makeup, so, oh my God. I said, I will take care of my health for sure. He says, thank you so much. You are so nice. Oh, can't believe I never mentioned this. Every time I would say something, like just randomly, he'd be like, please don't forget me, never ever. That's why I sort of feel bad, because I'm like, I always just kind of like put myself in his shoes, and I was like, you know what? I feel bad for this guy. He probably is just really needing a friend, because let's be real, why would he want to be friends with me? Oh, he said, please take dinner and go to bed as soon as possible. Okay. I said, oh, I will definitely do that. I just ate and bed soon. He said, good girl. Good girl. We'd always be like, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? What are you doing now? He said that like 50 times. I skipped down quite a while. He said, oh, he sent me a selfie, which I will insert on the screen. I'm like sort of paranoid because I'm on like the thing and it says he's active. So then he sent me like, how are you? Hi, how are you? Where are you now? He sent that like a couple times and I didn't reply. And then I said, I'm sorry, I've been so busy, very stressful day. He would always just be like, are you gonna come see me? Like, are you coming to see me? And like I said, it was out of my way. And I said, sorry, I'm just taking my lunch. And he said, sorry, you're not coming? I came at 11. I was waiting for you. See what I mean? It gets more controlling and more controlling. In the beginning, it kind of started out like innocent. And he sent that, and then he sends a selfie like he was so mad. I said, oh, I wish I knew you went in at 11. I was waiting to go up until 1. I didn't know you were there. This is like a really bitchy message. I don't know what he said. His English is so broken. I'll put it on the screen. Then I said, oh, I had no clue. I wish I would have, because I was available at that time. I'm sorry, this day has been terrible. He said, please don't say sorry. It's okay. It's my bad luck. Like trying to make me feel guilty. I get it. Then he said, I was so happy that today I can see you for a movement. I think he meant moment. And then he said, anyway, take your lunch. Like I could just tell he was mad. You know what I mean? And that's why it made me uncomfortable so much, because I always felt guilty. He really was master at making me feel guilty. I said, no, I'm really sorry. I got a new dog. Oh, this was when I got Molly actually, and I got a new dog, so at the time. And it was very unexpected, and yeah, I mean, it was unexpected. I had a lot of things going on. If you've ever gotten a new dog, you would know it could be hectic, and I didn't have the chance to go see him. I was getting my dog that day. And he says, so what are you doing now? When you are free, please text me. Good morning. How are you? No text. Yeah, I was not replying for like a while. I said, I will be at blank Mondays, or Monday. That was the place that we worked together. He said, oh, this was when I didn't go through the drive-thru. I said I would and I didn't. Not true to my word. He said, why didn't you come to drive-thru? I was waiting for you. I said, I thought you were on the phone and I really had to get home. I didn't eat at all today and I needed to get home to my dogs. That's very true. And he was on the phone. I specifically remember this. I was like, oh, he's on the phone. I was like, oh, he's on the phone. Perfect. I'll skedat out of here. And that can be like my excuse. Apparently, he got pissed about it. And a couple days later, he says, hi, I hope you are fine. Maybe, 2 words. Maybe you forget me. Anyway, when you get home, will you come to blank? He would always be like, did you forget me? Did you forget me? You forget me. No, I didn't forget you because you were up my fucking ass all the time. But it started off nice. Now we're getting in the part where I'm like, you know what? You pissed me off, sir. You pissed me off. You went too far. He said good morning. I said hello. That's exactly how I would have said it too, if you're wondering. I would have been hello. I'm salty, Maddie, right now. He said, how are you? He said, Maddie, how was your day? Are you coming today? I said, I will be at blank today. Sorry I haven't talked much. I really haven't used my phone. Been exhausted from my puppy. That was July 31st. That was the last day I ever messaged him. And I was done at my job at that point. And then November 22nd, he messaged, hi, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving Day. So those were our messages. I kind of realized reading back now that it started off very civil, and I agree. Like, I'm realizing, but it's just I haven't read these in so long. It started off quite civil, and then, you guys, he got under my nerves. He was very controlling for no reason, might I add. He was very controlling. So I would say, you know, we started off quite civil, and he did just take everything a little bit too far. I would always kind of try to be nice to him, but he did become quite controlling, and I feel like you can sort of see that progression a little bit through the messages. He started off, hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Yeah, it was annoying, kind of, I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't really like, if you know this about me, I don't even like texting like my friends. Like, I hate texting. The only people I text are the people that I need to text. I don't like just making small talk. You know, I would never even be like that with my own actual friends, you know, the friends that I actually hang out with occasionally. Like, I would never even just be like, hey, what's up? Like, the type of conversation that he was holding, I would never do that. So it was a little annoying, but yeah, you could see the progression sort of, and it got a lot worse. I feel like he became more controlling. I do want to do a part 3. I didn't intend on this, but I would like to fucking show you guys the shorts. Like, I know I keep talking about them, and I want to show you guys the shorts, maybe get my boyfriend's opinion on this situation. If you guys want to see that, let me know. But today I just kind of wanted to read through some of these messages, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely comment down below if you want a part 3, and yeah, I'm sorry the messages like weren't super crazy, but I did want to show you guys that sort of progression where he started out normal, you know, we had like a friendship going, but he fucking ruined it. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and my camera's gonna die, so I gotta go, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!